Viewer discretion advised. This video discusses sensitive historical and contemporary conflict. What might a modern civil war look like? First, note the similar timelines and causes that often cluster shortly after the turn of a century. Also, the common causes have been economic differences, state versus federal power, who was elected, political instability, ideological differences, division in leadership, and foreign intervention. Economic shocks, social realignments, and political crises can converge in volatile ways. In the early 1900s, multiple societies faced rapid change and mounting pressures. Timing alone does not cause conflict, but it often frames it. Let's look at key examples, then consider today. The Russian Civil War ran from 1917 to 1922. Revolution, collapse of authority, and competing factions tore the state apart. The Chinese Civil War spanned 1927 to 1949. It unfolded in phases, amid foreign invasion and internal realignment. Spain's Civil War lasted from 1936 to 1939. It pitted competing visions of society, with international entanglements. Ireland's Civil War ran from 1922 to 1923. A split over statehood and sovereignty escalated into armed struggle. Different contexts, similar era. Shortly after the turn of a century, major fractures emerged. The United States have been in civil strife since 2017. Polarization, protests, and contested narratives intensified public life. Information ecosystems fractured, amplifying distrust. Communities diverged in outlook, even within the same regions. We have since increased civil strife in 2025, rhetoric sharpened, and flashpoint incidents became more frequent. This is context, not a prediction, but a framework for understanding risk. A modern civil war would likely be decentralized and insurgency-based. Numerous small mobile groups could form into militias instead of massed armies. Unconventional warfare, assassinations, sabotage, and terrorism are possible. Targets could include the internet, power grids, and water supplies. Fragmented geography means conflicts could be local, even block by block. With no defined uniforms or clear sides, the environment turns chaotic. Law and order could fray, making identification and accountability difficult. Expect disruption and danger, shortages of food and water. Infrastructure failures and communication outages would strain daily life. Urban areas are particularly vulnerable to episodic violence. Healthcare systems would likely be overwhelmed. Law enforcement and the justice system could break down in ungovernable areas. In mixed communities, distinguishing groups becomes difficult and risky. Tit-for-tat killings between opposing groups could escalate fear. Personal preparation emphasizes self-reliance. Stock up on supplies and keep essentials ready. Secure your home without advertising it. Plan for movement if necessary, with multiple routes. Prepare for communication outages with backups. Coordinate with loved ones and check on vulnerable neighbors. Document critical needs and contacts in analog form. History does not repeat exactly, but it often rhymes. Understanding past civil wars helps frame present risks. Institutions matter most when pressure is highest. A modern civil war would be decentralized, messy, and hard on civilians. Preparedness and community networks can reduce harm. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more history and risk analysis.